Illiterate fuckers. Okay, do me a favor. Put Facebook. Are you of a man? I'm not fat. I'm a man inside of a man.
Inside of a man. Inside of a man.
Inside of a man.
Yes.
Inside of a man.
Exactly. All good.
Exactly. So, and then we got Kimmy over here.
Yes.
She hasn't killed anybody this week, so we didn't have to bail her out. So she is here for the day. So glad to see that. Thank God.
It's always a good thing.
And just so you guys know, we do not know. Well, not we. I do not know how to spell. You know, we've been using a. Turn that off. It feeds back.
I didn't know it was on. I turned it down twice.
It's okay. So I was sitting there going, we're talking.
Now it's on here.
I know. That's what happens. Flip.
Okay, well, you can't yell at me for turning it down and then you not turn it down. So just saying.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. I thought it was you, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I can't turn it down anymore.
I can't turn it down if it's already turned down.
Make the phone eat the volume button. I mean,
make the bad man stop. So anyway, okay, so let's get back to. So welcome to the Sammitized podcast. Anybody that's new, different, or I hope you didn't hang up or click off of us. I hope you're still here. We're going to be here for at least an hour. So, you know, get our preaching out, and then we'll get the hell off the air.
Right.
But, we'd like to see how you do. If you want to see how we do, just try to listen in. It gets better, I promise. At the beginning, we're always kind of a little bit off because we haven't done this for like a week, which brings me to a couple things as well.
Yeah, we're going to do another day.
Yeah, I think we're going to do another day. I think we're going to start doing Wednesdays, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. So that way, you know, we can start getting, because there's a lot of stuff that happens during the week. And like, I write down like what I remember, and and I'm the guy that I'll remember anything a week from now, but I'm not going to remember.
The short term isn't there.
Short term's not there. I forget. You know, I forget how to eat some of the times, you know, or what I've eaten or shit like that. So
I don't think you've forgotten how to eat. It's what you ate.
I've definitely not forgotten how to eat, because the Russian dolls have to stay alive.
Right.
For everybody's benefit.
Yes.
So anyway, says we skipped frames.
Well, you can tinker with that later.
Yes. Definitely. Let's put that back down. So, but we can do a little something here. There. All right. So anyway, back to the maybe. No, the computer's mad at me. Sorry, guys. Okay. So anyway, this is Sammitized. Welcome for coming in and checking out shit. And I don't know who's in, who's not. Hopefully Scotty jumps in. You got. It looks like James is commented already. And one of the couple interesting things that we got going on today was the fact that that Kimmy finally figured out all my screw ups, and one of them was the pre-disclaimer. The pre-disclaimer states that I have missed. I don't know
you
how to
should subscribe.
Yeah, well, that's how I speak. You know,
no like C in there. Just
well, like I told you,
not subscribe. It's subscribe.
Like I've told you before, it's simple. I don't know English. I don't know any other language. I know redneck, and that's it.
Yeah.
So there's going to be letters missing from shit.
Well,
just like mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, bring me another beer. Man, there's another car over there that I'd like to buy too.
Right. Yeah.
Basically, mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
So anyway, so subscribe is definitely not the subscribe. Was it
subscribe?
Subscribe. So make sure that you
eliminated the C.
So we'll start with that. You know, if you guys that are on Facebook land, we got Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube going at the same time.
Yes.
Anybody on the hopes that people will go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, Doesn't cost anything. I promise you, more than
Yes.
100 million times in a row,
Yes.
we will not advertise shit to you
Right.
unless you want it. But no, but we're not going
Right.
to advertise. Oh, we got new merch. No,
Right,
we'll just tell you that on the podcast.
We
ain't
don't
gonna,
have any merch right now anyway, so
yeah.
don't ask.
Yeah, we're not going to give you any merch. I got a whole bunch of used T-shirts. You know, I can just start hanging those up. Maybe a couple old pairs of tennis shoes,
Maybe.
a soda,
Something.
cold drink. No.
Whatever works.
Whatever works. So anyway, so we got some interesting things tonight. We're going to be talking about our up and coming stuff, and of course, me being a fat ass, we are going to take care of the food side of things as well.
Cool.
And so let's start with the up and coming stuff.
Up and coming.
Yeah, up and coming. What was the dates on that car show? Do you remember?
It was the Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. I don't know. Calendars and shit like that.
I think it's like in 2 weeks.
2 weeks? 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks.
I think.
September. Yeah, it's next. It's 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Yeah.
So the 9th, 10th, one of the days, probably the 10th. We'll try to do the 9th if possible. But at least the 10th, we're going to be at the Tampa Auto Show down here in old Tampa Bay area.
Yes.
So that's good to know about. We're going to do that, and then we'll talk about that on that week. That week.
Yeah.
We're going to have our buddy Gary Cisco, which is he is in the old days he was like one of the top 100 DJs in like
I don't
international.
think he's really fallen off anything, but yeah.
Yeah, but
anyway.
he's king dingling when it comes to the DJ world. I think he's slowing down a little bit, but not by much.
That's all right.
Yeah, but
Age has that effect on people.
Yeah. I think he wants to get married and stuff like that. Congratulations to him, by the way, because
congratulations. That's awesome.
his woman had said yay, not nay, on the old marriage situation. And on top of that, he's going to do some help for us. He gave me a bunch of tips that we haven't got to work on. But he's going to help us with some new beginning intros with music and everything. Ooh,
yeah.
We'll be fancy. Fancy rednecks.
Fancy rednecks. Is there such a thing?
High-tech rednecks.
Right.
There was a song.
There you go.
Somewhere
Yes.
down the line.
High-tech rednecks, yes,
Yep.
for sure.
Half of our people that watch our videos probably don't even know that song. But
It's okay.
It's okay.
No worries.
Look it up.
Yeah.
You got YouTube.
Right.
YouTube music. It's there.
It's there.
But
Yeah.
anyway, so we'll have new intros coming. He's working on it now, so he's really busy this weekend. I know. So he's in fact, I think he's working right now. He's out doing a big, huge DJ thing.
Cool.
So anyway, and then like we talked about, we're gonna have a show. We're gonna have a show in the middle of the week. Number one, to keep us on our feet, so we're not slow like we've been today.
Yep.
Number two, so you guys can get tortured with us one more day a week. But
we're trying to grow.
we're trying to grow.
That's the whole goal.
Speaking of growing, what we're going to do is take some ED pills. No, I'm just joking. No, she's not liking my stupid dad jokes today.
I don't think that qualifies as a dad joke there, fella.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to have another little sideshow. It's going to be Sammy fixes all the shit that Kimmy breaks.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be quite the interesting ordeal.
That'll be cool.
Basically, it's like I'm just going to try to fix anything is how it works.
Yeah.
Kimmy finds
some of
me
the
shit
stuff
to
maybe
break.
I haven't broken, but yeah.
Maybe some of the things she might not have been the one that was the culprit, but
yeah, we're just gonna blame me because it's easier.
It's easier. Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to just basically try to fix anything. I might blow it up. I might catch it on fire, whatever. But
yes,
you guys will see it either on video or live.
Right.
So that will be interesting.
Yes.
I think it'll work out. I mean, I'm pretty good at breaking shit. I mean, fixing shit. I've broken a lot of things.
But you've had to fix.
But I've fixed a lot of things too.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I know James is one of my my buddies that if I can't fix it, normally I stick his ass in there and tries to help. Uh-oh. He's commenting on shit. That scares me.
Well,
All right. Oh. Yes. So James is live. I didn't notice the other pieces of the puzzle here. Yes. No, high tech redneck. Yes, we'll leave that with Donnie Panani. That's a story that sooner or later will come out, but
just not now.
Just not now. Maybe we'll put James on the show and let him talk about that one.
Yeah, right.
So,
it could happen.
It could happen. So anyway, we're going to have a couple new shows. We're going to be going to a show.
Yes.
And then we'll have some intros. So
eventually.
Eventually.
Yes.
So that's basically going to run our up and coming deal.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be all right. I mean, it'll be interesting. We speaking of interesting, we'll go into some of the food stuff tonight because it was that was an interesting ordeal.
That was an adventure.
It was definitely an adventure. If we wanted an adventure, we got an adventure.
Whether we signed up for it or not.
Yes. So we went out and
well, we wanted to try.
We wanted to try the new ice cream, the new crystal,
the Krispy Kreme donut flavored ice cream.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, Krispy Kreme's ice cream.
Yes.
So we went out to
just what diabetics need.
Yeah, this is what a bunch of diabetics needed. So so anyway, James he gets me distracted sometimes.
Well, stop looking.
I know. I'm trying not to. But anyway, so we decided to go on an excursion to go get some Krispy Kreme ice cream.
Yep. And we usually go to the Krispy Kreme that's on Kennedy.
Yes.
In the heart of Tampa, basically.
Yes.
But
somebody decided there was a closer one.
There's one in St. Pete, and there's one in Brandon, and we're like, hey, let's try Brandon. Sounds like a plan. Bad idea. That
was not a good idea.
Yeah, no.
That was really not a good idea. Well, it was weird because we went to Brandon, and the problem is that they're changing all the roads out on the interstate, like redoing them all.
So we missed the exit.
So we totally blew by the fucking exit. Yep. I mean, not
because we were expecting the ramp to be further up than it was, and it was way back. And
it wasn't like it was a little farther away. It's like it
was like you were exiting on the exit before the exit you needed to exit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which people know they can do, but if you don't know ahead of time, that like I was just watching. I'm like, I know where the exit's at, so I'm not looking at anything. I look at and of course.
Exactly.
Of course, the Waze doesn't show you any of these edits either.
No.
So, yeah.
That's all right. We made it. Yep. We took a back road and still ended up on the correct side of the street and stuff, so it wasn't a bad time. Except for that, what they were doing. What were they doing? Remodeling or something?
It just said closed.
Temporarily closed.
Yeah, temporarily, permanently closed.
Didn't say permanently. It said temporarily. But they had all the tables and the chairs, everything stacked up inside the restaurant, it like the eating area.
Looked like maybe they got raided by the food police and they made them clean everything out because maybe cockroaches or
don't say that. We don't know if that's true. Don't say that.
Allegedly, they might have had some animal problems, but I don't know. I mean, that's the way it looked like to me. It looked like there was something wrong.
Yep.
Like that wasn't.
Well, if you can't cook donuts,
related.
That's a big problem for a donut store.
Yes, exactly. So we get there, and of course now, being diabetic, you take a shot beforehand. So now you're going to make. Now we're trying to go find the other one, which is down in Tampa, on Kennedy, which is the same one that Bubba went to.
Yeah, and we should have just stuck with that plan and went there.
Yeah, we should have, because those people are nice there.
Yeah, exactly.
Really nice there.
Yes.
But it was just so weird because like we're driving down there, and it just seems like there's like I swear it just seems so much closer than it actually was.
Yeah.
And then we get there, and it's like there's a line around the corner.
Yep.
So I was like, okay.
That didn't help matters.
Yeah, that didn't happen. I'm like just hoping that we could get the ice cream. That's all I was scared about.
Right, yeah. And then that was like
just the food.
And then all that stuff was like I consider short and long-term carbs, and all of that stuff was like long-term carbs big time.
Yeah. Yeah. So we went to go to this place, and we get the ice cream, and enjoyed it, and that was fun.
Yeah, it was tasty.
It was tasty. It was yummy.
Yeah, there was a hole in the bottom of the cone.
Yeah, they got to figure that one out. I mean, a little hole that maybe it would leak through after a while, but imagine getting that. Like we went there during the day. I mean, at the nighttime. If we went there during the day,
the sun would have melted it all in our laps.
You would have had you would have needed like one of these little cups, like this, to put underneath it, just because you'd had a milkshake that was coming through the bottom of it.
Yes.
But it's okay. It was all good.
No, I'm not complaining.
And the ice cream was good.
Just forewarning anybody else that might go on this same adventure.
Yeah.
To be prepared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the actual ice cream was really good.
It was tasty. I liked it. I would definitely buy another.
It was odd though. It wasn't like the ice cream you normally buy.
Right.
It was like it was
like the other major soft serve brands that are out there.
Yeah, it was really like a weird consistency. It was like a soft serve hard ice cream. It was kind of like almost like hard packed, like soft packed custard or something, like where they would put it in a, they'd pull it right out of the machine. It was kind of,
yes,
it was cold, but it wasn't too hard that you can't friggin' eat it.
Right.
And they don't give you the only thing I didn't like was the quantity, because
I thought it was fine.
I would like more ice cream. But
you like those big, tall, stacked cones.
Oh yeah, give me the friggin' stack this big.
Yeah.
You're talking about me. James and I have this thing where it's like he would go to the coffee shop and just pump shit down his throat. When we were kids, it was like, fuck. It's like, what the hell?
Whatever.
Yeah, it was like we got videos and pictures of those things. But yeah, so it's but yeah, the ice cream was okay. The cones, they said that they were supposed to be made out of the donut material.
It kind of tasted like that a little.
I guess some people would have thought that, but I didn't get that. It was a little harder than most. It was really thick. So they could have been using a waffle maker with that.
That's what I'm thinking.
With that dough and did it that way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that very well could have been.
I'm glad we changed to 8. You wouldn't have survived to 9.
No. I don't know why. I'm just, you fed me right before we got on, right before we went on.
Oh,
so
it's the
like
food tired.
The food, getting itis. Yeah.
It happens.
The itis happens. So, anyway, so we had so the ice cream was good. So then we were like, well, we got the ice cream. We did a little video. We haven't posted it yet, but we did a little video. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the video or not.
Right.
Because it was kind of dark out, but I don't know how well it came out. I was working on that a little bit earlier, but I just ran out of time. But basically we went inside and got a couple donuts.
Right.
Because if
not
you're
a dozen, I might add.
If you're going to eat an ice cream and they have hot donuts.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I almost wanted. What they should have is a bowl that you can buy that has a donut in it, a hot donut with the ice cream on top. That would be the way to go. I could handle that. That'd be. I mean, that's.
I think your interior Russian doll is screaming out for something.
I didn't even think about that until just now. That would have been the shit. Like a big ass hot donut with the ice cream on top. Oh, yum. So anyway. So we got the ice cream and then we tried it out and so we tried it.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was good. And then we went inside, got a donut each.
Yes.
And tried out the donut, and I guess.
Right.
It's good.
Right. It was tasty.
Good. But the people there are very nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were very professional and very awesome.
Well, they were just they were more happy people.
Yes.
Than some of the places that we go to in Tampa.
Right.
You know, a lot of people there. You know,
a lot of places you walk into and it's like, great, another customer.
Yeah.
And it's like,
oh shit, here we go.
You don't even want to be there anymore. You could have been looking forward to whatever they are serving, but
exactly.
now you're like, whatever. But those people were not that way at all. They were like, hey, welcome, and yeah, everything was pleasant all the way through, front to back. It was awesome.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But so. Sorry, guys. I don't know why this is coming over me all of a sudden.
You want some water?
No. I'm good. I got Pepsi. Maybe
Where's
I'll get
your
some
sniffy
caffeine.
stuff?
Ooh, the sniffy stuff. I don't
Isn't
know
it
what's-
over there?
No, that's the cheap one.
Well, I think you should just take what you got. Here he goes.
Yeah.
This is where his eyes water, because he'll leave his eyes open.
Woo! Yeah, that will wake me up. Woo, baby. Oh, shit. That'll do it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
He's good at self-torture.
Self-torture is the way to go. Wow. Woo! Okay. All right, let's get to this. So anyway, so basically we get the ice cream, get the donuts, we're done good as we're going to get.
Yep.
So then we decided, well, while we're down here, let's old Bubba Love Sponge's podcast place in his studio is
His
down the
studio,
street.
yeah.
It's like right down the street.
Yep.
So we decided to go find it since we were on that side
that
of
was
town.
cool. And then we saw that weird dude taking pictures.
Yep. Oh, hold on. You're going too fast.
Sorry.
So anyway,
We scared him off.
Yeah. So nice. It's like I had to teach Kimmy about storytelling 101. Don't give out all the pieces of the puzzle in two sentences.
Whoops.
So anyway, we go down there. It's a pretty wicked looking place. I mean, I was shocked. I mean, it's
a nice building.
It's a nice building. I mean, it screams Bubba though. I mean, with the he has this big BRN logo on the front of the building that's just lit up and lights up like a black and red and
it's
and
neat.
all that all over the place.
Very well done.
It was well done. But we were but what I thought was really weird was the actual part with the with that guy, because there's this guy and he's got I mean, I guess to describe him as I could see him as one of the ultimate Bubba marks. You know?
Like the followers?
Yeah, because the guy's wearing jeans and a white T-shirt. Just like a white, not even a wife beater. Like we're talking like Hanes T-shirt, undershirt type deal.
Yeah, it was like
White
the cheap one.
The very
The
cheap
thin
one,
one.
very thin one. And he's out there and he's driving this Toyota. What was it?
It was like the tiny
Matrix.
little.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So it was a Toyota Matrix, and
I thought
the
it
car
was something
doesn't
smaller
fit the
than
dude.
that. But yeah.
And he's like this big old beer gut, and he just sitting across this thing, and he's all crouched down like gangster style, smoking a cigarette.
I don't
and
know
he's
how
just
he got
staring.
down that low.
Yeah, I know, and he was just staring at the building, and I'm like, did we just interrupt somebody from robbing the place or what? He's just
He's
sitting
got
there.
fences and stuff and
Well,
alarms.
yeah, but it's just the guy just looked infatuated with the building.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this guy's deal?
Right.
So, free TV giveaway tonight? No, I don't think so.
I wish I had a free TV
Yeah.
to give away.
You gonna give us a TV? I'll be happy
I
to
can
take
bring
an
the
extra one.
broken one
We
home
could
from
use
work.
one. We could use one in here. Yeah, I just threw away a couple broken ones.
Yeah, there you go.
We could have gave those away. Free broken TV giveaway
Yeah,
tonight.
right. Yes. That could work.
But anyway.
That could be a lead into Sammy's going to try and fix it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. So anyway, so this guy is just staring at it. So then we go to turn around to leave, and he's and then now we're driving real slow back by, and I guess he realizes maybe this might not be the best idea. And now somebody has seen me.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts
exactly.
finishing his freaking cigarette, throws it on the ground, gets in the car, and like bolts like 2 seconds after we drove by.
Exactly.
And it was like, and now I'm a big boy, and I'm wearing my Bubba hat. So for all I know, he might have thought that I was Bubba just checking on the building, and I just freaked him the fuck out. Because, I mean, I'm a big fucker. From a distance, I could be definitely
confused.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, but the car has tint on the windows, and it was
dark. But I had the
windows
down at the time.
Oh, that's
I was
true.
looking.
Yep.
Because Kendall, I think, kept telling us she was farting in the back seat, so I kept rolling those windows down to let the air out.
Yes, I remember that now. Yes, you're right.
So anyway, so we so we went into the went by BRN, and then we decided, well, the whole idea is we were supposed to go to Brandon to eat the donut ice cream,
and then
Bass Backwards, and then go to the Aussie Grill.
Yes, dessert first and then dinner.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Because I'm a fat ass and I'm a Russian doll with multiple pieces of me.
It's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
It works out.
So it works out.
Sometimes.
But here's where the problem comes in, is now we're in Tampa, so to drive all the way back would be a bit of a challenge.
Would be stupid, yeah.
Well, it wasn't. We didn't have a lot of time.
Right.
So we decided that I'm glad that I'm opening this can, because on video it looks like I was jerking myself.
I know. I just noticed that too.
Yeah. I think this thing's dead. Nope.
Clearly not.
Nope. It's not dead yet.
You keep it over there.
This one's almost dead. I want the other one man, that thing almost put me out when I tried it on.
What'd you do? Take it to work and spring it on people?
No, it's in my bag.
Oh, okay.
I keep it with me for those times that, because that was it. As soon as I took that see, all that does is it basically opens up your insides of your nose, and it burns for a minute, but then it's like it gives you like this little jolt of adrenaline.
Yeah.
Well, the other one, it was like, it didn't feel like it burned the inside of my nose. It felt like there was a fucking fire inside,
in your face?
like my whole inside of my eyes, my face. It was like somebody like squirted friggin' lighter fluid in it and just lit it up.
No thanks.
Yeah, it was freaking ridiculously crazy.
That's terrible.
But it's all good. I mean, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
But so long and short I get squirreled very easily, guys. Sorry. Change the subject without changing the subject.
So we scared the dude off.
So we scared the dude off. Now it's time to go eat. So we decided, well, let's make it a double whammy. Let's go to the Crystal Burger.
Let's go to Crystal Burger.
If we're going to go really bad, we might as well go.
If you're gonna
throw it, I'm the guy to throw anything in the gutter.
Yeah.
And that's basically, I just threw our stomachs in the gutter last night.
Yep.
So
it was good.
It was surprisingly good, and what was really weird about it was not the burgers, but the burgers. The burgers
are the burgers. They're Crystal Burgers.
Yeah,
they are what they are.
It's the same thing. It's not, but I tell you, I still, now I've had frozen, what do you call
White
it?
Castles?
White Castles.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. I'm sure James went out, and I'm sure he's had more than his fair share of White Castles from where he lived before, Florida, but. I tell you, that's
they have a White Castle in Orlando.
Yeah, but that's a hell of a drive. I mean, I guess we could visit James at the same time. Maybe we can figure out when to do that.
Yeah.
Have to do that on a weekend, though.
For sure.
We'll broadcast from James's house.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell we'd make it back in time.
No.
So, but yeah, the White Castle.
Future thought.
Because the White, I'd like to try it because I think that's a good up and coming thing. Is that I want to compare them because I think I hate to say this, but the frozen White Castle still to me tastes better than the Crystal Burgers.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they were
so then the fresh White Castle should then blow you out of the water.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just like I just wish it was. I wish they had one closer, like even in Tampa or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe put one out at the what's that place? That big ass mall where everything.
UTC.
Yeah, UTC. So, yeah, that I like that fruit juice.
I don't think that the Tesla folks would allow for a White Castle to come near them.
Well, I don't know. Not in the mall, but on the outside with the rest of that shit.
Oh, with the rest of the restaurants.
Because we got like F1 Burger and Ford's and all this other stuff.
Ford's
stuff
is pretty
that we
decent.
don't have everywhere.
That's
true.
Know?
I think that would be a great mix up with that.
Yeah.
If I had the money, we'd put us out of White Castle. I'd be eating that shit all day long.
No, it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
No.
But
dismiss that next.
But the Crystal Burger, what was funny about Crystal Burger is that they did we started to pull up, and I was getting a flashback of the Krispy Kreme because there was no lights. Now we're just starving at this time, and this is this
right.
And Crystal Burgers always end up in the middle of the frickin' hood.
Seems like
ever
it.
Notice that it's like the humanity around a Crystal Burger is quite crazy. It's like
it's just. Yeah.
It's like it would blend in. The last time we were
there were like a lot of homeless people, and it was just very
I mean, James would know about this.
The neighborhood is run down a little bit.
Oh yeah. And it's like they have the OB. It's like OBT is like the strip where all the strip clubs and everything are in Orlando.
Yes, exactly.
And it's Orange Blossom Trail, and it's like all the shit that's going to happen if you're going to be on Cops. That's where you're going to go.
It's going to go down there.
That's where it's going to go down at
for sure.
And I tell you, Crystal Burger would blend right into that place. When we went there last time, like they're cleaning up the place now. That next door used to be like a crack house. Now it's a Circle
like
K or 7-Eleven or something.
Yeah. It's not even open yet. Yep. Brand new.
Yeah, but what was really weird was that there was not one light on it in the parking lot. Like there was nothing on.
Yeah, in the Crystal. Except till you got to the menu. The menu was lit up.
Yeah, the menu was lit up, but even the light that hung over the menu wasn't lit up.
Yeah, it was out.
And I'm sitting there like, did somebody break in and just decide to make some burgers for the night?
Right? Exactly.
It's like, I mean, am I going to get up here and they're going to go, sorry, can't have anything.
Right.
We're just testing tonight.
We'll take your money.
We'll take your money and run. Yeah.
Exactly.
But, that'd be the way to go. Just break into a place.
Don't give people ideas. Somebody will do it. Don't put it out there.
Cook all their shit and sell all the burgers and take the money home with you.
That's a lot of hard work.
So from now on, just so you guys know, since we said that, please, whatever you do, if you see a Chick-fil-A open on a Sunday, no, please do not go to that Chick-fil-A. It's probably somebody that listens to the show that I gave the idea to.
There you go.
Mark my words.
Their actions, not ours.
Exactly. So anyway, so now we got to the we got the Crystal Burger. They give us the burgers and stuff, and it was really weird because you could buy like 12 Crystal Burgers for like $12, like 11 something.
Yes.
Which is like less than $1 a piece.
Yep.
Now, you go to which now that you think about it, it seems kind of expensive.
Right. Yeah. For a tiny
for
little
square little burger.
Yes. Exactly.
But. I mean, I think I remember paying like $6 or $7 for like 12 in the past.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, but but then Kendall wanted chicken.
Yep.
Well, they have these they call them the side chicks, which are kind of funny.
And
they're the same size, but they were like $2 or $3 each. And I was like, holy shit! So she wanted 6 of them, so we bought 6, but. I don't think she realized what she was getting, and I didn't realize what she was getting.
I mean, that piece of chicken was hefty.
Well, that's the whole thing. It was like, I mean, it was like a good half-inch thick in the size of the bun.
Yeah.
It was like half a breast on a freaking
little
chicken
tiny
bun.
exactly.
Bun.
Yep.
And I was like, holy shit. I mean that's
a ton of chicken.
Yeah, I was looking at her. I'm like, I got shafted. I mean, even if they
right,
they could have slid 4 of those little hamburger patties in.
True. And
it wouldn't have been as thick as this piece of chicken was.
That's true.
So that was pretty impressive.
Yep.
But
very impressive.
Yeah. So now explains why they were $3 a piece because it was 3 times the meat.
Yes.
But so we went to Crystal Burger. We ate. We came home, and pretty uneventful for the rest of the night.
Yep.
And so that was so basically. To retort, the food review was that we were that Krispy Kreme is definitely on my positive level. I think.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I like that ice cream though.
I don't think I'll go back to the Brandon one though after.
Yeah, it was kind
whatever
of weird.
went down there and it being closed. I mean, at least let your corporate office know so that they can kill you off the list because
they're
that's where I went to
are
figure out where the
shitheads.
ice cream was. Yeah.
Their marketing people are shitheads by far, because you just go through the parking lot. But what was really funny about the Krispy Kreme parking lot in Brandon was next door. It was in the perfect friggin' strip mall, because right next door is what? A pot factory, a place. It was a medicinal pot place, and I thought that was hilarious because I'm sitting here and I see these guys. There's like 2 or 3 people in the parking lot. And they didn't look like they were. There was a little bit of humanity going on there, It's like they weren't the normal Joe Schmo clean cut guy. No, it's a guy in a wife beater sitting in his car and he's just munching down like he hasn't had a cheeseburger in like 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there, man, that's awfully odd. And then we went to pull over in the parking lot to see where to get to the next one.
Yep.
And I look over and it's like medicinal, cannabis medicinal,
whatever. Yeah.
Place.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Distribution area. I was like, well, now it explains why he's hungry and munching.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
And so is the guy in the next car next to him. It's like they're out there getting their weed on.
Definitely.
And I tell you, that Krispy Kreme, for that to be closed, man, they must be losing hundreds, if not thousands of dollars from the weed factory. Think about that.
Right.
I mean, that was almost as good as when we had the coffee shop next to the methadone clinic.
That's true.
Because the coffee shop, that was its own little, ball of wax in itself. The people that helped us get it, they had to pick the place for us, and they told us, "Oh, they're going to take care of everything." After
lies.
sound of throwing of lies is definitely the way to go on that one.
Yeah.
But what was funny was the very first day. All I remember is opening the door, and like you're wanting to know what your very first customer is going to be like, right?
Yep.
So I'm there a little early. And we decided, we'll go in there like 5:00 and turn the lights on.
Get everything going.
Get everything going.
Yep.
And who is the first person in the door? A freaking hooker. The hooker walks up to the window and she's like, "You guys got espresso?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Mountain Mud Espresso," says it right on the sign. And she goes, "I gotta get this taste out of my mouth. Give me a double shot." And I'm like,
I don't even want to know.
And well, and she gives us money. I mean, she paid and she came by a lot after that. Her and her friends, but it just was like, the first, it's your first you always want to know what your first customer is like. That's kind of like going to tell the tale for the rest of the time you're there.
Right.
We should have known to leave now, shut down and call it a day. Just take the loss and run, because to know that the first freaking coffee you ever did in real, you always have the guy that gives you the first $5, and you hang it on the wall and all that kind of shit. But then to have the guy that's like, the having the hooker going out and buying the first 2 shots of espresso on your first day, you're just like, Is this what life's going to be like for the next however many years I'm here?
Yes. Yes.
So.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, I heard about that place too. James, there's one down here too. There's one in St. Pete.
Oh, the Bacon Bitch restaurant.
Yeah. My. Yeah, their food is like, you gotta look it up. It's like their food's like side bitches and
it'd be all right.
And then
if it
like
was
their
good,
burgers like meaty bitches. And
didn't we hear that it wasn't so good?
Well, it's a theme restaurant, and this guy that invented it, and maybe I don't know how many of them he has, but I know there was like only 6 of them in total. And obviously,
I know there's one that posts in Miami all the time.
So I know that the one. So I'm sure that because we got the one in St. Pete, and James has got the one in Orlando, and the one in Miami. There's 3 of them right there.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long that place is going to last. I mean, my buddy went because he went ahead of me because we were supposed to all meet there for like this lunch thing. And he went ahead of me, and he's like, I went in there, and it's like, you want to talk about the most uncomfortable thing in the world, he said. He's kind of a, he doesn't have a filter.
Okay.
He's the guy that things aren't going to really rub him the wrong way.
Sure.
And he's sitting here and watching these girls, and every one of them freaking girls that were, oh, yeah, well, the food doesn't look too bad. But he said that the one over here in St. Pete wasn't very good. And the weird part was the girls that worked there, it was like, and I'm rotating back to Bradenton as a locality thing. People that have ever been in Bradenton know where the what's that place called, the Peekaboo Lounge is.
Right.
And the Peekaboo Lounge is a strip club that's kind of grandfathered in. It's in the middle of town, right in the middle of everything.
Yes.
Because in the old days it wasn't.
Right.
And it's like every skank that's out there, if there's any hot chick that's there, she'll be there for a little bit, collect her money, and get the hell out.
Yeah.
But most of them are skanks. I mean, if you seen them in the daylight, they'd probably they have big gashes where they like had their pancreases taken out and shit like that.
It's just not a good place.
It's just not a good place, if you don't have a scar, you can't work at the Peekaboo Lounge.
Right.
I still remember that chick that was there when we were there, the one that she was so jacked up, it had to been like on ecstasy or something, and so we get lap dances. And this chick just does not want to let go, to the point they had to get the bouncer, and she was going so over the top. Everybody's watching her, and instead of the dance floor. Right. And so the girls are like, "Hey, what about me?"
Right.
And yeah, I got you your first wife. I'm sorry about that too. Well, I
she doesn't really count.
I'm so sorry for that one. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, she must have been all right at some short term, or you wouldn't have married her.
Well, the crazy ones are always the ones that are good in bed. That's what they always say. Good
grief.
But yeah, so some of the but so anyway, so to get back to Bacon Bitch, the Bacon Bitch place, he said that all the girls there, they look like they just rolled right out of like a Peekaboo Lounge. Yeah. And it's like they just weren't very happy about being there whatsoever.
Of course not. And
it's like everybody's going, "Hey bitch, I need something else," and he's like, "Holy shit." It's like that's how they answer to him, It's like,
great.
"Hey bitch. Hey bitch." So anyway. Yeah. It's kind of funny, that we talk about James's girl, because James's girl was, like we said before, the people that came to our coffee shop weren't exactly, well, the first one was a hooker. I mean, come on, the rest of them were meth heads that were smoking weed, and long and short is that well, she was one of our customers.
Yeah.
So, but she wasn't one of the normals in the neighborhood.
Right. Yeah.
I guess that's maybe why she just seemed so normal.
Right. Yeah.
She wasn't
True.
She wasn't meth head crackhead central.
Right.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So it was getting your green card. But yeah, so we had. Yeah, that was a different. Yeah, jeez, that was a train wreck. She was a train wreck. But anyways, I still feel bad for that one. But anyway, so
yeah, so Bacon.
So Bacon Bitch is
maybe not.
Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe we'll go to the the car show deal, and then
I don't know if I'm down for
the bacon bitch.
Yeah, no.
It's just the weirdest thing.
You got to remember, I was raised. You call people yes, ma'am, and yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
So
hey, bitch.
This is not.
Hey, bitch, I need a beer.
Not that I wouldn't call someone that if they deserved it.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
This person's bringing me my food, and I have to, You know
what that reminds me of? It reminds me of
not
that place in San Antonio, Dick's. There was a place called Dick's. I don't know if it's still there or not. It's in San Antonio, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically, that you go in, and the bartender and the waiters and shit, they basically just fuck with you continuously. Yeah, you would. That's why I didn't take you in there.
That's probably a good idea.
Because I could see Kimmy going 5'7" and taking out half the people in there. Like that would have been like one of the first Texas shootings way back in the day. Because I tell you what, that was that place. It we all just kind of laughed about it, and the guy, you'd think that they would have some kind of couth about it too, like, this guy probably doesn't want to get fucked with. No, they fucked with everybody, and it was I mean, as mean as it could freaking get. It's ridiculous, but that's what I was thinking. It's like the reverse of a bacon bitch. It's like you're the target when you walk in the door. You're the target. Like bad service, bad everything. It's like, why would you go there? And it's like, I don't know, but there's a line around the fucking building to get into the place. An hour and a half wait to go in and get cussed at.
Some people get off on that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's why they got
They're
dominatrix
the same ones that,
and
yes,
all that
exactly.
shit.
They hire a dominatrix and and
Crazy
do that
fuckers.
freaky stuff behind closed doors.
Crazy fuckers. That's all I'm gonna say. But
that's your crowd right there. If that's your thing, that's your crowd.
That's your
there
crowd. There you go. Let's go bacon bitch it. Maybe we'll give James a GoPro and have him go in there and do our videos
Dick's.
for us.
I was thinking about buying one of those little Wish cameras that's the pen that you just wear,
Oh, well, yeah, hell with it. Well, you got your phone now these days.
Yeah, but that's very obvious, when you got your phone and your...
Yeah, that's true.
I'm saying something inconspicuous. I know there's better shit on Wish now, but anyway.
That's one thing I haven't noticed since all this China and Russia and all this other shit. Is that Wish thing still going on?
Yep.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so weird because China, with China not being, and all the shit that's going on, you know how much they could just fuck with us just by that alone?
Yeah.
I mean, they could put a little white powder, a little cyanide, something on top of some toys.
Well, it goes through customs. It goes through international customs. So even if their country lets it out, our country scans and does what they do to everything.
They look at the package and they open it up and they see the toys inside. They close it up, they back it back up, and they tape it.
Yeah.
Who says that the powder isn't inside the damn toy container?
And that's true.
And they open it up, and all of a sudden, kabam!
Yeah.
What? Mark my words, something like that's going to fucking happen before things are in.
China wants, if they're going to take somebody out, though, it's going to be more targeted than that. They already have people in our country, so they don't need to do that.
That's trtrue. So, the way things are going in our
just like I'm sure we have people over there.
That's true. But it's just So it's just kind of, I always think about that.
Conspiracy theory.
Just think about that shit sometimes. It's like the Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Why the guys fucking cut it wrong and weird and shit, and then all of a sudden it looks like 5 different pizzas in the same cardboard box.
Yep.
I think is happening at the Chuck E. Cheese is they're not giving you somebody else's pizza. What they're doing is they're like everybody's asking for like a half of one of these or half of that.
Exactly. So you're getting the other half.
So you're getting half of the fucking pizza.
Right. Exactly.
Or somebody's like, okay, well, or like they have an order on the floor for like 6 cheese pizzas or 6 cheese
and
or double slices or something.
Right. Exactly.
And they're giving you the other extra slices to go along with it.
Yeah.
I could see where that would entail into that.
Yeah, and confuse some people.
And confuse people and all that kind of good shit.
For sure.
So.
And And as the world has proven, they all have very active imaginations.
Oh yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. So, but you know what? While before we get into something else, we bought something today just to try out.
Oh. Yeah.
And so I got it over here, and before it gets warm,
Right.
everybody always talks about this, like there was a Starlight Coke and all this other shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, the Starlight Coke sucked balls.
Yeah, I didn't care.
I thought that was and we bought a 12-pack of that shit.
I bought the tiny cans, a 12-pack.
Well, they were tiny cans of 12-pack, and they're like $5 for a 12-pack of those nasty fucking things.
And I think we still have at least 3 or 4 cans.
There's probably 3 or 4 cans in
if
there.
That tells
Even
you
the kid
anything.
won't drink. And when my kid won't drink it, the Badger won't drink Starlight soda.
Yes, right, exactly.
There's something wrong. I even tried to mix it with alcohol just to try to get rid of it.
Yep, and it's still.
So the new one here is called Dream World. Here, we'll get it up on the camera here. See, Dream World. Okay. And I got a Coke regular and it's Dream flavored.
And a 0 sugar.
And a 0. So our thoughts were, if I got I'm a 0 sugar guy.
So you pour mine and I'll pour yours.
And well, we need to have one of each. That's why there's so many cups.
Semantics.
So basically, oops, there you go. So basically, we got. Okay, you're pouring those over there. Fine, I see how you are. So I got the Coke and the Coke Zero. So that way, if one is, sometimes Diet doesn't taste as good as the other one.
Right.
Sometimes it tastes better. You never know.
And the lady at the checkout said she swore she tasted hints of mango and.
Okay, so
something else. I don't know.
So the one
we shall find out.
So the one on your right,
one with sugar.
Yeah, the one on your right's the sugary one.
Yep.
One on the left is the Diet is
the 0.
Let's start with the sugary one first.
Sugary one. Oh, it is fruity. Yep. Okay. Definitely taste mango.
Okay.
I'm not getting a whole lot of.
It doesn't taste like Coke. This sounds like
no,
brown.
There's it's like mango.
It's like
maybe pineapple.
Yeah, like
and mango.
Yeah, pineapple
That's
and
what
mango.
It is. Pineapple and mango
mixed in Coke. Ugh. Oh.
Kind of reminds me of Robitussin.
Yeah, it's kind of what it tastes like. It kind of tastes like
even though Robitussin doesn't taste like mango or pineapple, the back end Robitussin bite, that's what this has.
Now, all right. Well, now try the Diet.
Okay, 0 sugar.
Yeah, the Diet actually kind of tastes better than the regular. To me.
Yeah, the Diet doesn't have that back end bite.
Yeah.
The Robitussin bite that the sugary one does.
I know what they're trying for. They're trying for that ice. You know what it is? Now I know it now. They're trying to go with that where they had that. Remember the orange? They had that orange Coke.
The orange creamsicle Coke or whatever.
Yeah, that's what they're going for here. It's like a mango pineapple creamsicle. It's got vanilla and shit in it.
Well, why don't they just roll out the soda that they serve at Epcot? You know, the carrot juice soda? I was in love with that shit.
Oh,
yeah. I thought it was good.
Yeah. I actually, there was something that they were telling me online that was really, really good, and we could try it, but I'm not sure if it would put us it demonetize us or not.
Yeah, then we don't need to do that.
Well, I don't know what happens with alcohol on like YouTube and Twitch and shit like that.
I prefer just to keep growing and not find out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have 15 people that watch.
Didn't you say that we were going to do something special if we got to 50?
Oh, well, you acted like you didn't want to do it.
I didn't act like I didn't want to do it. I was focused on grocery shopping.
Okay. So here's the situation. Now, and James, damn it, if you get people just to sign up just to watch us go through torture, I can see you doing that. Don't do that, please.
It's all good. We can handle it.
Here, Kimmy, walk around there and get that can right there.
Okay.
So, I have bought something that if we get 50 when we get up to 50 subscribers, 50, that we're gonna do, and we're gonna do it throughout the whole and leave it all together, the whole entire show. We're gonna play this game every 5 minutes. Okay, and it's Bean Boozled. Okay. Now, here's the fucked up part of it. Is Bean Boozled is kind of like, remember the Harry Potter beans?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, this takes Harry Potter to a whole nother level.
Oh, those are the hot ones.
So you spin. So you spin.
You are going to be eating them then.
No, 50 subscribers.
I'm doing that for 100 subscribers.
They have sriracha, jalapeno.
You know what's going to happen if I put something in there that I can't tolerate. You know what I'm going to do, right?
Just spit it out. It's fine.
Or swallow it whole.
Okay, swallow it whole. See, look, it's got all the. So basically, you got jalapeno, sriracha, cayenne, habanero, and Carolina Reaper. And you know what?
Well, insanely hot.
It's called the Fiery 5 Challenge. So. Here's the situation. Just
I'm
so
open
Kim
the can and swap them out with
just so
something.
Kim can play the game with me, I will put some regular jelly beans in here that are Jelly Bellies that have the same color.
Look at the shit on there. It says warning, extremely hot.
It's okay. 50 subscribers, it's worth it.
Okay.
We're at like 16 right now, and one of them died.
That's true.
So it's like,
yes.
So it's like we might say something about that later, but it's a very nice person. That was a good friend of ours.
Yes.
But long and short is that we have 15 subscribers. I figured if we could get our 15, 16 subscribers to go and get at least one person.
Right. Yeah.
That's going to double us to 30.
It. And then
that's
if those
32.
people would then tell somebody.
All we need is 50.
Yeah.
I want 50. Like everybody else in the world is like, oh, when we get
if we get to 50 million,
we get to 50,000, we'll run around whatever. No,
yeah.
I'm looking for the small potatoes. I got 50. Okay.
Right. You want us to eat those? We got to get to 50. Legitimate. Don't go out and make fake accounts and sign up. That ain't gonna work.
No, we need 50 legitimate people.
I need real people.
We need real people that might actually watch the show.
Yes.
So if we can get 50 people to sign up, we're going to play Bean Boozled, the Fiery 5 Challenge. And depending on, because of Kimmy and her fear of hot stuff, which is just funny on its own, I will go and get some Harry Potter beans and mix them in.
Oh, like that's a trade-off.
Well, it is. At least, would you rather have earwax or Carolina Reaper?
The earwax, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we will play.
Either way, I'll probably just swallow it whole.
I will spin the Fiery 5. And you will, and I'll just let you pick out of a cup whatever one comes up.
Oh, goody. I mean, honestly, I'll probably just spit it out.
Honestly, I'd rather you.
I'll give it a shot.
I would rather have a jalapeno or a Carolina Reaper before I would
Cayenne's not bad.
Before an earwax or vomit.
Yeah, sriracha's good too.
Sriracha's good too. See, they're not that bad. I mean, there's only two super hot ones.
This is what bothers me is this thing on the side.
This is extremely hot for a 12-year-old probably. Actually 13. That's what it says right here.
Well,
continue at your own risk. Keep reach out of age 13 or younger.
Oh, so 14 and up.
14 and up. That means Kendall can go in here too.
I hope so. She's going to be 19. Goofball.
Yeah, so we get, Hey, I can add.
Yeah.
I can add, fucker.
I know.
I can add.
You proved it.
I proved it. So I'm going to leave this can right up here.
Yeah.
And it will get open as soon as we hit 50 subscribers.
There There you go.
And then when we get to 100, I'll do something else that's stupid.
Yeah, we'll try something else, or we'll take suggestions, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If we get double, we might do something else.
Sure.
Maybe we'll just celebrate with some kind of crazy ass alcohol, even if we get demonetized for the one. I mean, it's not going to kill us. Or we'll have to try something else. We got all sorts of things up here. We got hot sauces.
Yeah, I'm not doing your hot sauce. You can keep that in your pocket there, fella.
I still remember James and I went to the
hot sauce factory
to St. Armand's Circle, and like I've had I've had the hottest hot sauces that are out there.
Yes, I know.
Like literally the hottest hot sauces that are out there. And so since I've had these in the past, I'm a little more conditioned to the hot sauce than others are.
And how to combat it.
Exactly. So so we went into this hot sauce place, and I'm looking at the ingredient, and they're like, come down here and sign the waiver and get your name put on the wall or whatever for this hot sauce.
Eating the hot sauce?
Eating the hot sauce.
Oh, great.
Yeah, why not? What the hell? Now, the only dumbass thing I didn't do, I did it redneck wise, because the only thing I didn't do was I didn't buy like a drink ahead of time.
Oh, great.
And I knew if I drank water,
it was going to make it worse.
Water would make it worse. And they're like, oh, we'll give you free water. Fuck you.
Sure,
You can keep your free water.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, there was a bar next door that had beer. So I went and I said, okay, fine. So I take the hot sauce, and their hot sauce, it was like the Carolina Reaper. It wasn't very hot. It was hot, but it wasn't like...
It wasn't that scorching.
Like to a regular, unless they're from India or someplace like that.
Right.
Even Indian people from India, not from America, but from India, would probably say this stuff was okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's really not that crazy. It's mostly for like the touristy thing, get people in the door.
Sure.
To try their touristy shit.
Yeah.
And the hottest hot sauce they had was this stuff. So I tried the little spoonful, and it went down my throat. And it was just like, it got a little warm, made you sweat a little bit.
Sure.
Then it was gone.
Yeah, antihistamine effect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what people don't realize about hot sauce is hot sauce isn't technically hot in your mouth.
Okay.
Hot sauce, all it is when they use the capsaicin on your skin.
Yeah.
That's why I always think, like, you know how they always say mind over matter?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's where this shit comes in.
Okay.
Because capsaicin, that's all it is mind over matter.
Okay.
Because the capsaicin is what makes shit hot in a hot sauce.
Yeah.
Well, the issue is that really all the hot is your body's nerve thinks it's hot.
Oh, so if you put it in your mouth thinking it's cold it's nothing,
that it's not a big deal.
Right.
It's not a big deal.
Oh.
And or when it starts to feel warm, your body's still going to say it's hot.
Sure.
But if
that's the gut reaction, like fight or flight.
Exactly, because your body is used to feeling heat. Heat's bad. Get away from heat.
Right. Sure.
That's just basically how it goes.
Right.
But capsaicin is the opposite of that. It's like your body says heat, ouch, get it away. Mm-hmm. And so your mind is fucking with you basically and saying, somebody's put a fire in my mouth. I got to get the fire out of my mouth. So now you're starting to drink shit and do all this other stuff. When in all reality, it's not. It's not hot. It's just, it's telling your nerve it's hot, but that's about it. That's why when you see these people like on the Hot Ones TV show with the wings and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why when they eat those wings, like the guy that's always there, he's always eating the wings with everybody, but he knows he isn't shitting for distance around the corner.
Yeah.
He's not, his stomach isn't torn up. He's going to
So he's now conditioned himself to be able to handle these things,
basically. He basically makes it so he can eat the shit that he's talking about, and so forth, so on and so forth.
Cool.
And in fact, it's so much of a mind over matter. a lot of places, which is interesting, is that they use hot sauce to get people off drugs.
That's cool.
Because what all it's doing is, as soon as the heat goes away, your body says, "Oh, the heat's gone," but during that time that your brain thinks that something's hot in your mouth,
right,
your brain is going, shoot the endorphins off, man. The pain's coming.
Okay.
Like, if you get burned on your hand, that's
right.
why you go into shock or you think it's ice cold.
Yeah.
If it's too hot, as it's like scalding, burning you, because because that's what your brain is thinking. Is it's like going out and saying, "Hey, this is too fucking hot."
Right.
This is too hot for
so
TV.
it's contributing a different chemical factor to ease the pain.
So it's and one of the things that's why the like the drug rehabs use those acupuncture deals.
Yeah.
Because acupuncture triggers endorphins. Basically, all a
triggers
drug
an endorphin response.
All a drug is an endorphin response.
Okay.
That activates endorphins, and when you're off the drugs, now your body doesn't have that chemical helping your brain go shoot endorphin, shoot endorphin, shoot endorphin. So then the acupuncture helps trigger it, so your withdrawal symptoms aren't so bad, so you can wean off of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, they do the same thing with hot sauce now.
Okay.
In fact, the guy that made the hottest hot sauce in the world, I actually got a little bottle of it right here, is the guy that makes the Hot Ones Last Dab stuff. He's the guy that does the Carolina. He made the hottest Apollo hot pepper and all that.
Right.
He was a drug head.
Oh.
And he was when he was a drug, and that's how he got off of drugs.
Was making this
way
stuff
before everybody knew about all this.
That's cool.
He started getting addicted to the endorphin rush from the hot stuff.
Sauce.
So he would start eating these other hot peppers, and he's like, "There's got to be people that want to do the same thing."
Right.
And that's where he he started inventing new ones, like so
if he would have never went on drugs, look at that spin. Then he would have never made it.
He had been a homeless guy for the rest of his life.
Yeah, and now he's what? Probably not doing half bad.
He's got to be multimillionaire now,
right?
Because he makes all these plants for everybody else. Makes all the they're trademarked, so you have to use
his seeds, his stuff.
Pay him to use
that
seeds,
name or
or use his peppers or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. See.
So it's pretty badass, and
that's very cool.
But yeah, so it's kind of a neat thing with jalapenos. Sorry about that, guys. I went squirreling again.
Yeah.
Down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But it's a kind of a cool thing though. But the hot things, that's why I said it's like, it'll be a little warm for the night, but
whatever.
The biggest issue with hot peppers is the fact that eating it in abundance. See, you're eating gummy bears, no big deal. But you go off and get like a jar of this.
So you're talking about doing the jelly bean thing though on the show.
Yeah.
And that means we're going to have to sit here and chit chat when we eat them. So we're not going to be doing them in great rushes.
That's what makes it funny too, because
I
now
understand
you're going to be chewing these beans
or swallowing it whole.
Swallowing them whole.
Yeah.
While I'm sitting here waiting for the next, you'll be swallowing them whole.
The next shoe to drop.
The whole idea is to chew them so you can keep talking and see how you're going to react towards it. Exactly. Well, it's a torture chamber. You want to be you can be.
It's cool. Yeah. It's cool.
But but no, where the only downfall is like when you're eating a lot of that liquid hot sauce. Because now you're ingesting like a
large amount.
Like for instance, there's a couple of them over here that I would eat the whole jar.
Yeah.
Within a 3-day period.
No. I've had a couple of like very mild hot sauces that are like that. You've had them with me.
You can just inhale them. And the problem is that when your tolerance is higher up like mine, like what you think is like the right tolerance to me is like, oh, I'd really want a little extra. More extra kick, and then the next time it's another extra kick, and then another extra kick, and all of a sudden now you're eating the hottest hot pepper sauce in the world just to get that extra, so you can get that endorphin rush. That's the best part of it, endorphin rush, and So I remember, eating like a half a bottle of one of those one time. And the problem is when you ingest that much, your body doesn't break it down. So where does it go?
Oh boy, you're
Into your
shitting
stomach,
for distance.
into your intestines. And then when your intestine, that's why people go, oh, don't shit yourself when you eat those hot foods, like in Mexico and shit.
Right, yeah.
It's not the water, it's the hot sauce that goes along with the food. Because they use hot sauce to counterbalance the food that doesn't taste as good.
Right.
In fact, hot sauce originally and spices originally were made and were used in the old days to cover up like bad food that they had to eat because it was all they had.
Yep.
But they'd cover up the taste of bad food.
Yeah, like the worst cuts of meat and stuff like
exactly.
that. Yeah,
exactly. So when you went to Mexico, everything had some kind of chili pepper or lemon, thing added to it.
Right.
The kind of combat it.
Yeah.
So long and short is that basically that's why people get the shits, because they eat so much of it, and then all of a sudden now it's in your intestines. Well, guess what your intestines are doing? The same thing your mouth was doing before, only on your inside. So now it's excreting whatever it needs to excrete to put out the fire that isn't there. Well, guess what's happening? You're over there, with Uncle Clyde bending over and shooting, seeing if you can hit the wall first, like
sure,
like old crazy Johnny that shot Richard's ceiling.
Yeah, well, it happens.
It happens, exactly. So
well, so I'm gonna change your subject.
Okay, you're fine. I'm done now.
Yeah,
I'm done with.
I
know that any story I talk about is going to be informational, and then it's going to lead to something about poop.
Yeah. That's usually what happens.
So I'm going to drink my drink and let you talk for a little bit.
Oh, it's cool. I wanted to talk about the lady that didn't know how to pump her gas.
Oh yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, like we pull in for gas, and the lady's sitting there, and I swear she was trying to put a 20 into the gas tank or into the gas pump, and she could not figure out why this machine that has a little slot there that was clearly for like the receipt to come out of wouldn't take her 20. She did not speak English. I would venture a guess what her primary language was, but very little English.
It wasn't a native language, in other words.
Correct. And and she's like hello and waving, so naturally I'm like, okay, yep, I'll go help. I'm that kind of person. Or I try to be anyway.
Here comes Kimmy to save the day.
Right, yeah. So I'm like, she's like, and she's trying to show me, and I'm like, okay, you have to go inside the building and tell them, and I point literally like this. I'm like, to number, and I think it was like pump number 4. I'm like, tell them 20 on pump number 4. And she's like, okay. So then she goes in, of course. And God bless the guy. Maybe he'd worked 14 hours and was tired. I shouldn't call him this. But the moron behind the counter turned on pump number 5 or 2 or not pump number 4. And I'm like, dude. So she's trying. It's still not. She doesn't know where to. She doesn't know nothing about the gas pump. Like I think it was like a foreign instrument to her. So, of course, my mind ventures down the road of what kind of life have you lived that you've never had to pump gas?
Well,
but
honestly,
I ended up pumping her $20 worth of gas, which if she was running a scam, that's a great scam.
I'm not trying to stereotype her, but she was in one of the most expensive SUVs out there, and she kind of looked like I could just picture her husband like being like
the guy that does this stuff. Like maybe he's in the hospital or something.
No, the guy that does the guy that might deal in something that's not pharmaceutical in some way, shape, or form.
Great.
Kind of like cartelish.
Well, if he wants to put a check in the mail from my good citizenry, then that's great.
You got your wife home because she couldn't figure out how to put the frickin' gas in the car.
Well, she only put $20 in. I mean, wouldn't you fill up if you were that? Well, I don't know. I
don't know.
My mind always wonders.
This is true. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But
right.
she was driving a very expensive car. She had no clue how to use it, which means somebody probably drives her around.
Right.
For all you know.
Except for that day, because.
Well, if you think about it, still shows that she's the rich person, and I'll tell you why. Because A, it's a really expensive car. B, she decided to just get out on the road on her own.
Right.
C, she didn't realize to look at the gas pump or look at the gas tank before she left.
Right.
Or D, she decided to go shopping and not realize that she had to put gas in the car.
That's possible too.
And
yeah,
she had a bunch of cash she probably blew all day.
Lots of variables.
And now all she understands is if $20 should get me home.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah,
so.
and then that makes sense. But yeah, so I was basically a gas attendant.
Yes. I miss those days.
Yeah.
You know,
that was cool when we were kids.
People that don't, people that watch our show, I know some of them probably never got to see any of that. But the gas attendant, I just remember having a lane that you went into to pump your own gas.
Yeah, it was self-service or full service.
And full service.
Yep.
And so all you had to do was pull up, give them your card, whatever, and they go and they rock and roll. And that's like, I miss those days because back then when we were kids, it's like, fuck, I'd rather keep the extra $1 a gallon, you know?
Right, exactly.
But speaking of gas prices, it's like,
well, it was like 50 cents or something, I think, when we were kids, or that I remember.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was like 50 cents more to have somebody come and
then,
clean your windshield and pump the gas for you.
But then back then gas was $1.
I could see somebody, maybe they're,
So for $1.50, you could get your gas. They check your air, your tires, and you put your gas in. They check your oil.
Right.
And on the instance that they would do all the extra shit, so you would give them a tip. So it'd probably be another $3 or $4 on top of the extra 50 cents that they're getting for the guy coming out.
Very true.
So I could see that. But it's like just one of those things that like I said.
So basically, I worked for free.
Yep, you were the. Yeah.
Hey, that's all right. For 5 minutes, I was like, man, I want that life.
So does that? So you were the gas slut.
Yeah.
You went to hoe because you didn't make anything off of it.
Right. I was like, I want that life where I don't know how to do, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
I've never touched a gas pill. Do you really though?
No, I really don't.
Do you really want to be not knowledgeable and stuff?
No.
I mean, that's one of the things I look at.
And that's the other side of it is the more I thought about it, I'm like, no, I don't know. I'd rather.
And that brings up an interesting topic as well. Would you rather be the guy that knows how to do something and is able to fix anything or everything or most things?
Or the guy that's got to wave somebody down and ask for help or something? Or
do you want to be the guy that has to
wait around on somebody to do it for you?
That maybe makes more money, but then has to spend more money
getting people to do things for you.
For him.
Right,
you know? It's like, where does that balance come in? You know, it's like, in my eyes, I'd rather make a little less money and know how to fix a multitude of things.
True.
On my own and save that money or whatever. And,
right, yeah.
Put it back, whatever. Because then you don't feel like you're an invalid, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's going to be that point in your life that you're not making that money. So,
she was very
if you won the lotto or something like that's a whole nother story.
Right.
But it's like.
Yeah, but she was not a lotto winner. You could tell that gas pump was completely foreign to her.
Yeah, somebody conned her into buying that big ass expensive truck too. So.
Or somebody picked it out for her. Yeah. I don't know.
So, this is the best. This is what you should have.
Right.
Yeah, I could see that.
And she said, yeah, sounds good. Sign me up.
I could see that.
Teddy's saying hello.
Hi, Teddy. So, Teddy's the other cat from outside.
He comes and goes. Sometimes he can't wait to go back outside.
He's the food hoe.
Yeah.
If there's food in the house,
he can find it.
He's your friend.
Yeah.
If there's not, he's fucking back out there trying to eat a bird.
Sleep on my car and try to kill the birds.
But it's all good.
Hey, he's a predator. That's what they do.
Yep. So at this point, I think this is a good place to stop. So I'd like to say, to everybody, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to the Sammitized podcast on Facebook or Twitch or wherever you go to.
Whichever platform,
Whichever platform you're on, please like and subscribe. Subscribing to YouTube
help us get
helps
some
us.
followers.
Yeah, help.
And then we'll do the bean thing.
Yep, help us get the followers because Bean Boozled's there for the 50 subscriber countdown.
Yeah.
We'll have a special one.
Yeah.
And we'll try to have some other special ones because I know that we got Halloween coming.
Yep.
Halloween would be a fun one to do.
Right.
And then I just did a neat trick. Look at that.
What did you do to that pen?
I'll tell you later. That's funny.
I don't want to know. Did it fly somewhere? And I missed it?
Yeah, it's okay.
Rocket pens.
Oh, so anyway, so please like and subscribe.
Yes,
and
please.
And please, if you can go to YouTube, it would really, 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 really help us. Again, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to any of our things. It's just if you want to support us, I'm not asking for money. You can give us money, but I don't ask for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not asking for anything. But the more subscribers we get, the better off our numbers look. The better that YouTube shows everybody who we are.
Yeah, he likes to look at the numbers and then to tell me the things that it means.
Yeah.
So
so far you guys have been doing very good at helping us, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yes,
awesome.
We think we're thankful for every individual subscriber and everything that you guys can bring out for us.
Yes.
But anyway, so have a good night, and please like, subscribe, and ring that damn bell so you'll know when we're back on next week.
Yep.
But until then, for right now, 8 o'clock next week is when we'll be on.
Yep.
If not, might be earlier, might be later. We might have some videos out too, so keep looking into it. And please go out and like and subscribe.
If you subscribe, you'll get notified if those new videos show up.
Yeah, because the videos are mostly going to be out on YouTube.
Yep.
So if you like, subscribe, and ring the bell, you'll know when they come out.